Welcome back. One final segment of the Sports Buzz here at Zaxby's. We are the hosts of Kentucky Roll Call. He is Nick Roush. I'm TJ Walker. That is our radio show at 7 to 9 on Big X Sports Radio.
96.1 FM, 1450 AM.
We've talked basketball. We have talked football.
We forgot about our favorite Australian.
Max Duffy, yeah.
Best punter to ever punt a football in the history of punting.
You heard it here first, folks.
It's official. Ray Guy Award winner, the #1 punter in America.
Yes. Well-deserved, I think, is what we would all say. Again, people used to make fun of Kentucky for having good punters, Steve Spurrier. But in all seriousness, that was just because of the volume of punting those guys had to do. And there were some good ones, Touchback Tim, which was never really a good nickname because you don't want to touchback as a punter. And he really did do touchbacks.
Glenn Pakalak, those big old thighs, he could punt the ball a mile.
But Duffy's the best ever dude at Kentucky. You feel confident that he's not I think he had one bad punt all season. And it was the rain game in Georgia where it was a freaking monsoon.
He had his worst punt and his best punt all in the same game. Had a 63-yarder and a 17-yarder.
But you trust him to make the right decision. He where he puts the ball, where it can go out of bounds or where it dies is really impressive.
Or like watch it just roll down the hill.
And then he ran it one time.
Yeah.
There was a few other times where we thought he was going to do it again.
It was a huge first down conversion too.
Yeah, it really was.
It's just and one thing that I do kind of worry is that is Max the last one because Dean Hood accepted a job to be Murray State's next head coach, returning.
Tell us who Dean Hood is and what that means.
Special teams coordinator for Kentucky the last 3 years. He previously coached at EKU. He was the head coach of the game that the Cats almost lost to the Colonels in overtime when Dorian Baker had to be a hero. Dean Hood returns to the OVC. He was a big reason why. He was one of the first coaches to go the Australian route for punters. So you hope that Kentucky keeps going back to that well, even if though they won't have Hood on the coaching staff.
We keep hearing about Australian punters, or maybe you haven't, but we have heard a lot about it around Kentucky. Is there just a farm in Australia, like maybe Western Australia, where they grow punters?
Yep.
And you just have to send in a request, like what produce do you have today?
It's actually called Pro Kick Australia.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. You just got to get 6 months in advance. You know, it's like an Amazon, except it takes longer in Australia.
Do the players get to pick what schools they want to go to, or are they assigned? Like an arranged marriage, like, hey, sorry, man, we've got to send you to Akron.
You actually take a number. No. It's either you take a number or you draw a ping pong ball. One of the two.
Yeah, I see. That makes sense. Yeah. Did you watch any of the President's Cup?
I actually missed it because the night golf, it throws me off. I'm not Billy Gillespie over here.
Well, game changer. Night golf needs to be a thing. More tournaments in Australia or anywhere that where it would make it night for us. I guess maybe Hawaii could do that as
Japan.
well. Japan could potentially work as well.
Tiger won the big circle.
Yeah.
That trophy.
I think
Zozo.
Actually, a lot of people ask what the transfer portal is. That was the trophy that Tiger Woods won.
Oh, that was the transfer
Which we
portal.
probably would need a picture so you know what we're talking about, but Google it.
Yeah.
Anywho, they come back. The Americans come back after some terrible golf early on. Tiger Woods goes undefeated, 3-0, and they rally in match play to defeat the international team, which if you're wondering what the difference is between the President's Cup and the Ryder Cup, USA versus Europe. President's Cup, USA versus everybody but Europe. So there you have it.
So like South Africa,
Japan,
Australia,
just again, everywhere that you want to name. We can finish the show naming countries that aren't in Europe.
Paraguay.
It's Uruguay.
Peru.
All right, there you have it. Those three are the finalists. But really exciting golf. And good for Tiger. He was the captain. He got a little emotional afterwards, which was fun to see. You don't see that from him all that often.
No.
And then now, basically, it's the long wait until the Masters.
I enjoyed the celebration afterwards. Tiger Woods was enjoying himself on that bus.
Oh, yeah.
They had some cocktails, celebratory cocktails.
And rightfully so. All right, we teased it in the first segment here, Nick. Now the basketball Cats travel to Vegas. 2 games, one against Utah, a team that they should beat.
Tips off at 11 p.m. Eastern time, folks. You better take a nap Wednesday evening.
And then for the first time, Kentucky's going to play a team that, first time in probably a little while, that you're going to say, you know what, I don't know if Kentucky can beat Ohio State. Yeah. Not with the way they're playing right now. And that's no disrespect to Kentucky. Ohio State is that good, folks, and they should be the #1 ranked team in the country with Louisville losing to Texas Tech last week. So what do they do in Vegas? 2-0, 1-1. 0-2 potentially? Are you worried about that? Is that on the table?
Shooting my shot, 2-0. The Cats are going to do it, and I think it's because we haven't seen the great play from all 3 guards at once. But I'm really excited. Like right now, I've reached the point where Emmanuel Quickly, when he's taking the 3, I'm confident it's going in, especially in transition. I really like the way they ran the 4 against Georgia Tech, and as long as you can get good rebounding performances inside. I think Kentucky, I think they have every chance in the world to win both those games.
I hope they do. They'll have a big crowd advantage out there in Vegas. What?
Where did this come from?
What is this? Oh, little Zaxby's. Yeah.
Man.
How about that?
These fries are seasoned perfectly.
I'll tell you what, folks. If you haven't checked out Zaxby's or their chicken tenders, look at that. Look at that.
Just
Look
perfect.
at that. It magically just showed up here on our table.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
You know what? I'm going to try one of those.
Too good. Too good.
Man.
I think Kentucky goes 1-1. The Ohio State game's going to be tough for them. I do think they get Louisville, though. I've seen enough of Louisville now to know that they're a really good team. UK's guards should feast in the backcourt. But we can talk about that next week.
Right.
We'll be able to preview the battle of the Bluegrass for basketball. But it'll be an exciting week of hoops for Kentucky. We appreciate you hanging out with us here on this Sunday. We appreciate Zaxby's for having us and producing what they do best, and that is
Christmas
chicken.
magic. Hope you have a happy holiday season, but we will be back before Christmas.
We will.
Yes.
We will. So we'll talk to you next week. Nick Roush, I'm TJ Walker. Thanks for watching.